Hey YouTube, hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope everybody was able to rest a little bit and I don't know, possibly obtain some more preps in their life, create some plans, solidify plans, strategies, whatever the case may be. I just want to talk about the subject of other things besides ammo. um, Ammo and weapons have become a big topic lately, and although they're very important, as we all know, it's important that you don't get too lopsided or overloaded one way or the other. There's a lot of important things out there that you need to do besides that. Um, Although guns and ammunition, considering the political climate that we're in right now, is probably definitely a top two or three on the list here going forward, if I were you. Another few items that I think you need to be paying attention to is the fact that it's medication and how much of it is made overseas, particularly in China. And with our bad blood with China right now, production is going to probably be somewhat of an issue going forward. So I would definitely try to find a way to, the meds that you take on a regular basis to live or have a healthy life. I would suggest you maybe get a few extra months of those on hand if possible, until production can get ramped up in this country. I would also, along that lines, I would stock up on things like pain reliever, acetaminophen, NSAIDs, antidiarrheal, any vitamins that you take on a regular basis. And along with, that kind of stuff as far as medication goes, don't forget like things for dental pain, Orajel, dental floss, maybe even like a dental pick kit, just in case, you can't get out and can't get to a dentist and you got an emergency problem with your tooth, and maybe you can at least, minimize the pain somewhat if it comes to that. Of course, food never stops, be sure that you buy things that are items that you're going to eat and your family's going to eat and that you eat on a regular basis. Try to pick things obviously with long shelf lives, things like that. Also, you don't necessarily want to get loaded down with a bunch of canned goods. Try to find some soft packaged items as well, like beef jerky, nuts, dried fruit, stuff like that as well, that you can kind of grab and take off with if you need to. Last thing you want to be doing is be loaded down with a bunch of cans in a backpack or a duffel bag and trying to deal with all that if you ever had to leave your home operations there. Even those little survival SOS bars are good to have around. They're packed with calories, they don't take up much room, and they're very light. And that brings me, to the kind of a full circle around the food and med preps is be lightweight. Don't just fill a bunch of boxes up with stuff, that you plan to take with you on the road. Keep that stuff, that's heavy at home, and have that for your bug in scenario. But also have a smaller version of that you can pack in a backpack or a duffel and take on the road with you if you should have to go, a lighter weight version, so to speak. Also, be sure that you have the ability to sanitize water, iodine tablets, bleach, or the ability to boil water, things like that. Have a kit to do that with. Of course, if you're at home and you're fortunate enough to be able to not have to leave your home if something bad were to happen, if you have a bathtub, something ever happens with a crisis regarding, the country or an emergency situation and water's going to become an issue, fill that bathtub up immediately if you've got one. You can also pull the remaining water out of your water heater. Most water heaters have a little spigot valve on the bottom of it where you can attach a small hose or run a bucket up underneath it and open the valve and get water out of it if you need to. So although weapons and ammunition are important, there's other things involved too. Try to stay balanced if you can. Try not to get too overloaded one way or the other. And one little bonus tip here is don't forget your barter items. Your liquors, additional comfort items like certain medications, baby formula, things like that you can barter with that people are going to need. you know, there's going to be a lot of people out there, if the balloon goes up, that aren't going to have anything. So, you know, keep those things in mind. Barter items are important, and you never know when they're going to come in handy. You know, alcoholics don't just stop becoming alcoholics because the balloon goes up. So those could be some valuable items for you, you know, down the road if it were to come to that. So anyway, just want to throw a few of those things out here on a Sunday night to you. You know, keep prepping, stay positive, stack it deep, pay attention, know what's going on around you all the time. Surround yourself with good, like-minded people, people that will help you and try to see the best in you and for you. And y'all keep it real and take it easy, and I'll catch you on the next one. Long live the Republic.